Good morning, everybody. It has been an eventful week, and I just wanted to get on here and give a little bit of an update for what's kind of went on over the week with this proposed Waycross bypass. First, I want to thank everybody for all the messages, the friend requests, the tags and posts. It's been a lot. Sometimes over an hour period, it might be 50 to 100 notifications I'm getting on Facebook or texts or phone calls. It's all meaningful. If you've messaged me or reached out to me and I didn't reply, I apologize. It has been a lot, and I try to reply to everything. I try to read every post, but there's so many of them. Sometimes it maybe just got buried underneath, a mountain of notifications. So if for some reason I missed you or didn't reach out to you, it's not that I am ignoring you. Please reach back out so that I can take a few minutes and make sure to answer maybe any questions you have or read over the posts. I thank you. Please continue to pray for me, your other community leaders that are fighting this battle on behalf of all of us. Continue to pray for your elected officials, that they would have wisdom and that wisdom would overpower greed. I'm definitely not doing this because I like drama or trying to run for office. I've had a lot of people reach out to me asking me about that. That is not my goal here. I do not like drama. I do not like all of this. Actually, my job prevents me from running for any partisan election. So best I can do is school board. I actually would love to do that one day. That's not on the books right now. I have no plans for that right now, but something that in the future I might look forward to doing. But no partisan politics. I'm just doing this right now because it is so important and meaningful to me. So I have some updates on the movement this morning that I want to share. If you're watching this, I'm sure you've already seen by now, I purchased the domain www.stopthebypass.info and created a quick website just to post information to. The most important thing, I think, is we have an online petition you can sign right there on the homepage. It's one click, you fill out your information. This whole website is a work in progress. I hate WordPress. I've been building websites for a long time. WordPress is horrible, but it's cheap. So there's a lot of bugs and glitches I don't like. I will figure that out and fix that over the weekend. On this website, you'll find a link for the petition, a link to my Facebook page. Again, thank you for the hundreds of friend requests and things like that I receive every day. People are sending me juicy pieces of information, screenshots, conversations. Keep that coming. Keep me informed on what's going on in the community. I'm just one person. I can't be everywhere. I don't know everything. So you guys are really helping keep me informed. It's great. Keep it coming. When I find something that's noteworthy for the good of our entire resistance, I will post it on the website for you guys. That way everybody can have the information. I'll be making a lot of updates today and throughout the weekend with some good information I've received. I do plan to add several things today and tomorrow, including a timeline of events as it relates to the bypass. I think I have a lot of that worked out, and I'm going to be adding that throughout the weekend. I do think that's important, and I try to be as accurate as possible. I try to work based on facts and things that I can prove. There's tons of rumors going on, and you guys are great about sending me that stuff. But keep in mind, I want to keep everything as much as I can. What are facts? What are things that are easy to prove? There's a Q Public map that has property that's owned by maybe some of your commissioners. That's something that's easy to prove. So we just want to keep things like that are facts, so that we're not just spreading rumors. I have some screenshots and different things like that of things that you guys have sent that maybe in the future, if I can connect the dots and be able to prove things, that I'll be able to use. So I'm saving all that information that you guys are sending me, and hopefully we'll be able to use that to help our cause here in the near future. I know the powers that be say that the proposed map isn't accurate and there are other versions out there. Where are they? I haven't seen them. Until we see them, I'm going to assume that the one map that's been put out there is the one that we're going with. And that's all the information that we have really at this time, is just the one map that was leaked online. Thank you to whoever did that. We truly appreciate it, because without that, we might not even be here today. We might not know anything about what our commissioners are kind of doing behind closed doors. So we're just going to assume that the one they've put out is the one they're going with. I know they say it's a proposal. However, again, it was confirmed in the December 1st meeting. It was confirmed again in the interview that Commissioner Tyndall did with First Coast News, that all our commissioners can do is suggest to DOT what the proposed route that they would like is. Once they turn this over to Georgia Department of Transportation, the Georgia Department of Transportation is who defines the final map. Our local elected officials will have no power, no authority in that, and the Georgia Department of Transportation will. So anything up until that point, up until this is finally approved, up until the Georgia Department of Transportation comes up with their final map, is just that. It's a proposal, because they're going to have the final say. And even if we put this to a community vote, we can't vote on the final map because we don't know what the final map is, and we won't know until the project is already approved. I'm going to add some new files to the website this morning on the information and documentation section, just some things I've submitted open records requests for, such as the resolution that was agreed to on October 30th at the first Tri-County meeting. I found out today it was one resolution that was drafted, but then each county had their own separate signature page. So I have that resolution and Ware County's signature page, and I'm going to do an open records request later this morning for the Pierce and Brantley County signature pages, and I will upload that just as soon as I receive it. On that, I want to give a shout out to Miss Melinda Brooks and Donna Golding, the clerks for Ware and Pierce County. I harass these poor women daily for information, and they have been absolute saints in this project. I appreciate both of them, their professionalism and their quick responses for all the information requests I'm sending. Petition update. Right now we've got around 565 petitions so far. The rough numbers are Pierce County 257, Ware County 273, and Brantley 9. I actually shouldn't break it down by Ware County because Brantley County is a little weird. A lot of you live off of Central Avenue or in Brantley County with a Waycross address, and I really don't have a good way to sort those out. So I should have thought about that before I did the form online and done a drop-down box for Pierce, Ware, and Brantley. That would have made it easier to sort through. But either way, the point's going to get across. Keep sharing that. This is a great start for being active for like 2 days. But it's definitely not nearly enough, especially in Waycross. We really need to up our numbers to kind of create that shock and awe factor that, hey, this community really doesn't want this. So talk to your coworkers, talk to your family, talk to your neighbors. Let's get a few thousand petitions signed so that when I show up to these meetings, I have a stack of papers in my hand and can really prove that our community doesn't want this. Some of you have noticed that there's 2 petitions going around. There might actually be more. I know I created 2 of them. The first one that I created was on Jot form, but I didn't realize that you only get like a couple of hundred submissions before they want to charge you. And I'm hoping and praying you guys can spread the word enough to get a few thousand petitions signed, and that would have been like over $1,000 on Jot form. So I did a little bit more research. I found out through my website provider that I was able to do a premium package for forms, which had unlimited submissions, and it was only like $75. So I created one. I replaced the link on the website. Don't worry if you did the old petition on Jot form, that's fine. I've already exported that. I have all that information. So both of them are fine. Both of them work. You don't have to re-sign anything. I'll take care of that and sort through that data. I want to mention that after you sign the petition, please consider taking a few minutes of your time and contacting your commissioners, especially your chairman and your county managers. You don't have to say anything other than you just are not happy about how they're handling this entire bypass to secrecy, not putting information out there to the public, and that you don't support it. That's it. You don't have to have a debate. Just express your opinions and move on. But you have no idea how meaningful that is to express that and to blow these commissioners' phones up throughout the day to let them know that this community does not want this bypass. I'm going to jump into a week recap. We started off Monday with a bang. The Tri-County meeting. I was corrected earlier by Ms. Brooks. It wasn't a Tri-County commission. It's Tri-County meeting. Kind of some semantics there. That was held on December 1st. This meeting was supposed to be just an informational gathering, not a discussion between our local and state officials. And the general public was really not supposed to have a question and answer time. However, that only lasted a few minutes into the meeting. I have my account and my recap of that meeting available on my Facebook page, and it's on the www.stopthebypass.com, .info website. Tuesday evening, we then had a Pierce County Board of Commissioners meeting. I was only given 3 minutes to speak, and after my opening statement, without having a single question answered, was kind of silenced by the commissioners and told to sit down. Again, the video of this is available online on my Facebook page. Now, I'm usually pretty calm. In that moment, I didn't lose my temper, but I was definitely upset about it. But I also wasn't going to let them win. As soon as they silenced me, immediately just triggered in my mind the game that they were playing. And I already have at least a dozen people who have filled out the form to be on the next meeting agenda. And basically, they can yield their time to me. If they try to stop that, I will have all of my statements and questions printed, written down, and they'll just be able to read it straight off of a sheet. One way or another, these commissioners are going to listen to what I have to say and at least listen to the questions. I can't make them answer them, but they're at least going to listen to the questions. As a result of this meeting, I immediately came home, started working on a letter to the editor for the Blackshear Times. I think it was pretty good. I finished it up. I was excited to send it to the Blackshear Times, but I waited. I didn't want to do anything out of anger or seeking revenge because I was pretty upset about it. And it was a good letter. But against everything my heart wanted to do, I knew the right thing to do. And I kind of gave him a second chance. I called Chairman Bennett yesterday, as a matter of fact. We had a good conversation, 30 minutes or so, kind of cleared the air. But I did express my anger towards how they treated me. I definitely let him know it won't happen again because from now on, I'll be prepared and I'll have multiple people willing to give me their time, that they will listen to what I have to say. They will let me ask my questions. Again, I can't make them answer, but I think it's important because there's been so little information being put out by our commissioners, and they want to keep pointing towards this vote. Oh, we're going to potentially vote on this. Well, it's not official yet. It's not on the ballot yet. And even if it is, how can we make an informed decision? How can we make an educated vote on this subject, on this topic that's really life-changing for some of us, if they're not giving us the information we need to make an informed decision? So I expressed to him that these questions are for that. It's so that we can have understanding and that we can have clarity. So after our discussion, I decided not to submit my letter to the Blackshear Times. My biggest issue is this has been done and handled behind closed doors. The public doesn't have a lot of information. Their reluctance to discuss this issue is just unacceptable. I shared that and just stated that they've got to clarify things with us so that we can make an informed decision. He agreed, but also kind of said they don't have a lot of additional information because that meeting on December 1st was supposed to be for them all to get together and discuss things. And the public kind of took over that meeting, which I think is great. I think that's what democracy and what our role in this is. The community had a voice. We let our voice be known. But he said because of that, they didn't really have time to discuss anything anymore or get any information. And I explained to him that until this project is completely off the table, until every piece of land in at least Pierce County, which is where I live, is safe, I'm going to continue to assume that they are starting construction on the bypass tomorrow. That's just how I'm approaching this, that they're going to start tomorrow, that it's not personal. I'm not trying to make any enemies, but I'm going to do what I can to protect my family and do my best to stand up for everybody in Pierce Ware and Brantley County that's impacted by this proposed bypass. One interesting piece of information that he offered, because I heard it was a rumor, and so I brought this up to him, is that maybe regional T-Splosh would be used to help fund this. That's something that somebody mentioned to me. It was good to learn from him that basically the T-Splosh money has already been allocated for like the next 7 years or so, I believe is what he said. So that money will definitely not be used for the bypass because it's already been allocated. T-shirts. A few local businesses have designed some great T-shirts that support our movement. I have links to them on the website. There's a Waycross inspired shirt that was designed earlier this week. And by later this morning, I'll upload a link for a Pierce County inspired shirt. I'll be purchasing both. I thank these businesses for offering these to our movement, and you can find them on www.stopthebypass.info. and purchase them there. I just want to throw out, I'm not making any kind of cut or anything from that. These are just to be able to support the movement and support these local businesses. There's a possibility there could be some developments over the next few weeks as we head into the holidays. I've heard some rumblings. I personally doubt it. I believe these commissioners want to do absolutely everything possible to ignore this right now and hope that the community just forgets about this and that all of the emotions just kind of calm down. We'll see what happens. I know there's a lot in the community that are angry right now, and they want people to calm down and just take the pressure off of them. Y'all, we can't let that happen. We have to keep the pressure up. Keep calling, keep sending emails, keep digging, and keep sharing the petition so that we can get these signed and we can show them that, again, we don't want this. I'm sure they want this to die over the holidays, but I promise I'm not going to let that happen. I believe the next major event is the Ware County Commissioners meeting on Monday, December 8th at 5 p.m. Show up, show out, be there, be vocal, stand up and let them know that we don't want this. The Pierce County Commissioners meeting, the next one will be Tuesday, January 6th at 6 p.m. If you want to be on the agenda for either of these meetings or any future meeting, there's a form available on your local government websites and on Stopthebypass website. And it's a very simple form. It's a PDF. You fill it out, you put what you want to talk about, and you email it to the clerk. It's very simple. Stand up, speak up, get involved. Don't let a small handful of power and money-hungry elected officials ruin our community. Hold them accountable. Get involved in local government. If I have any new developments, I will let you guys know. Again, thank you for your encouragement, for your messages. Keep me in your prayers. Keep our elected officials in your prayers. Pray for wisdom. Thank you guys for supporting this movement. Check out the website later this morning. I'll have some updates on there, and we'll see you guys soon.